Well, let's go. It's Monday morning here as I make this video. 8:45, Omaha, 26th of January. Cheers. 4 below zero here. It's frigid. But I'm telling you what, those cats are badass. They're out tipping around in this cold. I'm just thinking, man, those are some badass cats. Folks, I hope you're doing okay. I'm not going to censor myself. Maybe just a little bit, but mostly I'm not, because these are strange times. Some friends of mine, Cammie and her wife, they moved. She was a longtime Omaha musician, outspoken gay woman, worked at record stores, and so she's a music. We're friends. We're musos, and we've shared gigs. She and her wife became so incensed with the redness of Nebraska and the shenanigans going on with our um, governor and stuff that they moved. They were so outraged by the red madness that they moved. But guess what? They moved to Minnesota, right right to Minneapolis. You know, at the time when they moved, it seemed like the right thing to do. And all I'm trying to say is, I realize the grass ain't greener nowhere. Okay, it's different. It's different here. It is different there. But your ass is always going to be the same wherever you are. And so that's why I just stay in Omaha. People have bugged me over the years. Why don't you move, Dereck? Why don't you move? You know, Omaha's too slow. I can afford to live here. This is where I was raised. And quite frankly, some of the familiarity of the city that is still here from when I was a small boy is comforting. My heart aches for where we are at in this world. So, glad you're with me. Hope you're about to have a good day. Moving on from that stuff to personal, which is better on a personal level. My life is hanging in there. I actually got a couple of sales yesterday. Yes. However, it is frigid cold today. I may not leave the house today. But as I say on my Bandcamp, I mail things usually immediately, but no later than 3 days. So no later than tomorrow will I get out and mail that. But folks, buy some more. Buy my music. I went ahead. I've been very demure. Maybe that's not the right word. I've been hesitant to blow my own horn in the ways that other people do, and I'm just realizing I need to. And so yesterday, when I posted, I got a couple pictures from the gig. My friend Jake Reisdorf came and he took some pictures, and he sent them to me. And I posted on Facebook that, in spite of the fact that there was hardly anybody at the show, it was very enjoyable. And I said, you people are missing out. I'm one of Omaha's best. And I am. I'm glad to say that on one hand, you could say, well, Dereck, that's your ego talking. But on the other hand, it's facts. It's facts. I paid my dues, baby. So Okay, so what do we? I'll show some records, but how do I frame it today? I want to frame it by saying that I hear from my kid's mom through Facebook. You know, we didn't have the kids together, but we're their parents. She's down in Kansas now with her present husband, Aaron, who I love very much. Not Aaron Gum, a different Aaron, tattooist, tattoo artist. He's very good. But we were talking yesterday a little bit, and she was saying, "Man, I try not to worry, but I'm glad that you got home from your gig okay. It's sad to think that just traveling around your own town is can be of a concern. You know, people being stopped to see your papers. Oh, this is wrong. It's going to get worse. Anybody in Washington trying to stop it? They're not trying very hard. I guess the money is that good. I guess the money is good, and I guess all the other perks are good. You know, I keep seeing. I'll get to music, but I keep seeing people posting posts of missing people, in particular missing children, teenagers. A lot of people still go missing, never found. Did you ever wonder about that? Because of my work in psychiatry and with social work, I am aware of these facts. Sex trafficking, people being held captive, people being enslaved, and mentally even, to be so mentally enslaved by someone that they don't even have to enslave you, they just enslave your mind. I forget the exact, okay, this is it, yeah, it's a statistic that is even true for Omaha. Pretty much in any area that has developed metropolitan areas of where people are living, within a 10, this kind of, I think most people don't think this is true, but I happen to know because of my work. Even in a town like Omaha's not a city. Even in my town, within a 10-mile radius of where I'm sitting, there is either sex trafficking or someone being held captive against their will. In your cities too, you'll probably say, "Oh, how the fuck do you know to say, oh, you don't?" I happen to have a little bit of background, and I happen to know, unfortunately, that things are much shittier and darker than people want to accept. All this sex trafficking and stealing people, it's not for good reasons, is it? Okay, so to start with showing records, for my banner on my Facebook page today, I put this up. This quote: "Can the world be as sad as it seems?" Because that's how I'm not sad. I'm aware and pissed. Throbbing Gristle's Heathen Earth album. I don't think I'll be playing this today, but the mournful, plaintive sound of Cozy Fanny Tootie playing trumpet on here really captures the bleakness of what I see going on in the world. I might play it. This is an original too. You know, it's a privilege to be able to just sit around and listen to music. It is. And so I'm just real thankful. The days just kind of roll by. I'm just thankful to be here and to be able to do this, and my house is intact. So, some Dutch Prague, Kayak, See the Sun. They got to the point where the music was very commercial, real pop radio oriented. I like those songs. I like the arrangements, really full musically. This album in particular, I think, is wonderful. This is one of their first albums, and it has. I've talked about this before on my channel. Lovely Luna is the track on here. It's beautiful. It's what I love. So this got played yesterday, and it ended up getting played all the way through, and it's like it finally hit. I'm enjoying that. It's like perspective has actually broadened in recent years, where I'm able to hear things and put aside my kind of knee-jerk opinion, because we do that. I think all of us do. We'll hear something, or something will happen, and we'll have a pre-formulated attitude about it based on the past, which we have to consciously work through. At least that's what I'm understanding. So I have consciously worked through attitudes and foibles and stuff. So anyway, the Amorphous Androgynous compiled this double album called The Wizards of Oz. And I ended up with the CD version as well as the vinyl. I'm not sure. I do like Future Sound of London, and that's who Amorphous Androgynous is. And this is a compilation of Australian psych bass music. And at first I thought it was kind of so-so, but yesterday it really came into focus, especially realizing that this is all Australian. This is, it goes all the way from modern day with Tame Impala back to everything from Cybertron to Russell Morris, The Real Thing. You guys know that song? It was a big hit down under, but even I heard it. Somebody else did it. Can you see the real thing? Can you see? But I know the Russell Morris version, and I have it on single. Rob Thompson is on here, as well as Ash Grunwald. Once again, good eye candy for the cover. It's a program. It's like a radio show. It's really good. It came into focus, and it worked so well that I kept wondering, what am I listening to? This is really good. Bingo, that was it. Really enjoying discovering my own record collection. So this is something I bought years ago, based on what was written about it. Prague, The Boat of Thoughts by Octopus. And 1976. This was a reissue. I was extremely disappointed when I got it. When I got it and played it, I was extremely disappointed. So yesterday was like a come to Jesus listening. It's like, okay, what is this album? And it's like it gets a B for effort, not even an A. The synthesizer settings are really crass. I mean, it's like almost hurts your ears. What the fuck? Some of the music, some of the actual melodies are decent, but the execution leaves something to be desired, and the vocals are just horrendous. Sorry, lady, if you hear me talking about this record, those vocals, there's whatever hope this album had, to me the vocals destroy it. Now I'm keeping it in my collection because it's an oddity and it's a rarity, and you don't see it even though it's a reissue. And essentially it's in the wheelhouse of what I like. But this is really cheese. This is damn. They couldn't do no better than that. That's just my opinion. Okay. Here's another one where oftentimes I hesitate to play it because when I first played it, I said, what the hell is this? I bought it based on what I read about it and the fact that the keyboardist Hiro Yanagida, who I like quite a bit and have him in different bands and some solo stuff, is on here. But the name of the band is Love, Live, Life, and then +1 for this album. Love Will Make a Better You. Japanese, 70s. This is a bootleg Phoenix. This album is crazy. It's the singer sounds like he's taking too much acid, and he's emoting, but he sounds like a mess. The music is weird. It's like it's trying to be kind of groovy, like literally almost, even though this is made in the 70s, it's like it's trying to be groovy, like we're in a disco in the 60s. And the singer is just wigging out about love will make a better you, and the band is jamming around him. You know, I played the whole album because I thought to myself, this is strange. There's even one song where he sings really a fake opera, like he's trying to fake Pavarotti, and it's a joke, but he sings the whole song that way, and so it's like, what is going on here? So this is an oddity that I'm glad to have in the collection, but this is not the sort of thing that gets played very much. But I was curious about it, and I'm glad to have it in the collection. And it was a trip to listen to it yesterday. Love will make a better you. That's how he's singing. He's just going like he's losing his mind. Now, on the other hand, I pulled this, another Japanese collectible. This is not an original because the originals of this are over $1,000, but this one is worth it. Shimiyo Mitsutani, A Path Through Haze. Now, once again, he's got players on here. Fucking Masahiko Sato is on here. Okay? And 1971. So Mizutani is a guitarist, and he has a whole background that I can't remember to tell you right now. But this album is highly regarded, not just by me, okay, but historically, when you talk about Japanese rock and psychedelia, and this one proves it. And they get to the point on one side, side one, where they do a free jazz wig out, and it's real. It's like they go all the way from psychedelic rock with buzz guitar and good compositions into the sax is blowing. Masahiko shows his jazz chops. This is killer. Let me just go ahead and say it. Shimiyo Mitsutani, A Path Through Haze. Completely different situation than the Love Will Make a Better You. This is killer. I mean, this is so good, you really ought to hear it. You probably need to hear it if you really like music. This is killer. Kumio Mitsutani. Here's one where I knew when I bought it used, because I remember seeing it from back in the day. I knew from the fact of the label Evolution that this is going to be more hard rock than prog or anything. But I liked the cover, and when I found this copy, it was cheap, comparatively in today's, what you consider cheap. Game, band from Florida. This came out early 70s, maybe 71. Evolution is a small independent label, part of the Longines Whitnauer Company. So this is hard rock, but it's really good. I mean, it's a good band. They play well. They sing well, harmonize. As I was listening to it, it went from sounding a little bit like Head East to maybe early Styx. Um, Not bad, not bad. It's a keeper, but it's not psychedelic or progressive rock. It's good old American hard rock, or just rock, not rock and roll rock. Game, not bad. It's a keeper. Here's one where I had almost forgotten I had it. This is killer. NYL from France, and this is an original copy. NYL. Two people um, consist of this band, names I don't know anything about, but the guest, Yannick Top from Magma, plays bass on here. Ariel Kalma, the multi-instrumentalist, plays on here. And if I look these other names up, I can probably trace them to some other bands, but this is wild. I've been saying that word a couple times. I'll kind of go through words, and then I'll move to the next one. This is a really cool. It has rock movements, like regular rock, kind of folky rock, but then it gets into the Magma area where the band is blowing hard on the Eurus label. This is very good, very unique sounding. It does not sound like Magma, but there's parts. Part of it is the bass playing, but it is also the shape of the composition. And I like that cover too. It's kind of obscure, like it really wasn't meant to be a cover. It's like like a detail from something larger, like a larger piece of art. Great album. Chris Cole was on my mind. I met him the other day. This is an album that he sent to me. Abbas Dangereux, live. This is French? Yes. This was recorded in France, 1985. He sent me two of their albums. I grabbed this one. This is very good jazz rock fusion. Really good playing, seriously good playing, seriously good compositions, really well recorded. Almost doesn't sound like a live album. It's somewhere between Weather Report and Hatfield on the North. There's Canterbury flavor in here. I was struck by how long ago I got this and only played it cursorily. So yesterday it was a real pleasure to listen to this album. This is just what I like. Which reminds me, I went ahead and did my first download from the Richard Sinclair subscription site. I haven't listened to it yet, but I downloaded a Pip Pile record that's unreleased. Some demos that is Richard and Pip. Plan to play that today, but I'm not going to bother today to get a hold of Richard Sinclair regarding another visit. I will soon, this week, maybe next week. But I'm glad I subscribed, and it's like I'm going to, listen to the music. That's the kind of music I like. Someone asked about morphine. I just think the morphine again is like that's how it always hits me. It's like, well, there it is. The fact that he played two-string bass didn't mean nothing to me. So what? But the music I could do without. But along those lines of, well, not really. I like what I like. So I pulled this, hadn't played this in a long time. Incredible Kaleidoscope. I thought to myself, I hadn't listened to this in so long, let me just see what happens with this. Really enjoyed it. Side 2, 7/8 Suite. Very ethnic. Saz, sounds like they're playing the Saz on here. Let me see. Oud, Saz, yeah. Jumbus, yeah. Sure enough, that's that sound. This is a mixture of, and David Lindley was in the band, who I've seen El Rayo X live. Like I say, when you see people play live, it makes a difference. When I got to see him play live, it's like, this man is killer. This man is fucking badass. This is good. Really enjoyed it. Even the bluesiness of it. You know, it's not that I don't need to explain myself. This is really good. It's an original copy. These are not collectible price-wise, but I think this is kind of undervalued when it comes to psychedelia. I was like, damn, yeah, this is good. I have all their albums. I think I have one more to show. Yes. And here is a band out of Spain from the 70s, Jarka, Morgue au Bernice. And it has this huge book where it tells the story of the two bands, Om and Jarka, in several languages. This is like it's packed with information. The keyboardist from this band was in the band Picnic, Jordi Sabates. Picnic, who had some pop records out when the singer was like, I think 12. I have one of their records, I do. This is surprisingly, again, it's a surprise because when I filed it, the thought was Prague. This is more jazz. But it's a strange album. They'll go from kind of a composed, jazzy piece into a piece that sounds like it was recorded by ECM. Seriously. And then the last track on on side 2 is Woody's Rag, literally, by Woody Guthrie. Played straight. I'm having a blast here at home doing what I've always loved to do with my nerdy self. I like to listen to music. I like to play records, literally, as a thing to do. Not put on a playlist, but to play the record and to interact with it. Love it. And in these strange, insane times where we're being murdered by the president of our country, I'm quite happy to just stay at home. Sad times, people. Family, you know I love you. Thinking about you. Talk to me, people. You can talk to me about music. People can express and share stories too. I think the comment on this last video count was kind of sparse. Notice that's really the only thing I really kind of ask for was to comment. I don't ask you to subscribe. Why would I do that? You subscribe if you want to. Let me just look and see. What is my subscription at? 34,755 subscribers, and I never ask anyone to subscribe. That's a healthy number. I'll take it. Anybody else wanna? Okay, so content, community. Here we go. Yes, I knew that Turkish bands are called Anatolian rock, but that's beside the point to me. Yes, he is a psychedelic monster. Cool, Barris. I was kind of picking up on it seemed to me like maybe you were from Turkey, where you explained it. Cool. Cheers, Dace. Yeah, no, Mercury Rising. It's nice to hear from you folks. Mercury Rising, all you folks that have been kind of regular. Yeah, I probably still have a morphine promo CD. Someone is explaining that the VCS3 app, there's a VCS3 app. No, not surprised. Yeah, Sean, it's cool that you share your work with me. I'm just letting you know it ain't hitting me. Yes, Outer Galaxy, we have to do what we can do to maintain um, our normality. I enjoy hearing from you folks that are regular Bluger. And here's Jeff Morris. Hello, Jeff. I'm making a video about what's going on.
I won't take long here. I just want to tell you I love you.
Oh my goodness, I'm catching this on the video. Go ahead and say it again, folks. Say it again, Jeff.
I love you. I love you, Dereck, and your performance during the Hall of Fame was just mind blowing to me.
Thank you. One second, Jeff. I'm going to stop the video here, folks. This is warming my heart. I'll see you in a minute, folks.